I'm Chip Roan with your Armstrong Neighborhood Channel, and you are watching In the Know. Today I'm here with Joe Kaczynski. Hello, Joe.
How are you, Chip?
I'm doing great. Joe is with the Connellsville Township Volunteer Fire Department, and he is an officer and also a member of their Fun Fest committee.
Right.
You hold several offices, though, and there was a list of them.
I do, but the important part here is that I'm a member of the Fun Fest committee.
And that's what we're talking about.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
And tell us about the Fun Fest. When is that happening for 2023?
Fun Fest this year will begin on June the 8th, and then it runs the 9th and the 10th as well. So that's a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We always try to have that 3-day event, give everybody a chance to get out here, whether it be a weekend that they come on, the Saturday event, or they, able to come on Thursday or Friday. Doesn't matter what night you come, just come on out and have a good time.
And that's right here on the property?
Right, that's right here at the firehouse, which, if you're looking for an address or you need to stick it into Google Maps, it's 905 Fireman Street is where everything takes place here on our property at the firehouse.
Yeah. Some logistics close to Geibel High School, close to the Connellsville Dairy Queen, if you kind of people want to.
Right. We're, Geibel and Dairy Queen up on Crawford Avenue, across from the Sons of Italy here on Rogers Avenue. So good 3 landmarks that you can triangulate us with.
Right, exactly. Now, starts on Thursday night, actually Thursday, June the 8th, as you mentioned. And what are some things that are going to be happening on Thursday?
Okay, well, Thursday is our opening night. We'll have our game booths will all be open. We'll have food here inside the station. We set up our food venue. It's going to have a lot of good family fun games here for the kids, but it's also Armstrong Family Night as well.
Yeah, and Armstrong was glad to be here, glad to help you to kick off this year's event. And we're going to be bringing some special guests, some of our talent. Dave from Bikes and Hikes is going to be here. Actually going to have Marilyn Forbes from Around Town with Marilyn Forbes, and then I'll be here just hanging out with them. But we're going to be going around. We're doing a Facebook Live event that night, and we're going to be checking out the games. I understand there's going to be some axe throwing, and
That's correct.
tried to talk me into having an apple on my head, and then Dave and Marilyn are going to try and knock the apple off my head with a sharpened axe.
Well,
Do you have EMTs available?
there are some here. Let's maybe put that on hold for now. We'll put a pin in that one and come back to it.
I got to check with Armstrong's and shorts first.
Right.
See if I'm covered.
But it is our opening night, like we say, and it's going to be 6 to 9 that night. It's a
Okay.
short night. It is a weeknight, so we run a short night that night just to get it opened up and get it running, and then we'll move from our Thursday night into Friday night, which is traditionally the night that we have our car show as well.
And that's a big car show.
It is. As long as the weather's good, those guys will bring those cars out and they'll have them set up here in our back lot. I want to say we had somewhere in the area of 50 to 75 cars here last year because the weather was beautiful.
Right.
And then, they come, they open everything up, they set it up so everybody can see, and it's just a nice night for everybody to get together and show off what they have. I got to take a note real quick here because I want to make sure we tell everybody correctly. That night is 5 to 10. Okay, so we're 5 to 10 on Friday night. Our entertainment that evening is going to be the band Metro.
Okay.
So they'll be playing on our outside stage. And one of the things with the car show is that the first 50 cars that come through and register with us, they get a dash plaque.
Okay.
So that's not something
That's
that,
popular with them.
right? That's something
Because
that
they usually have a board that they put those on. And
yes, I was going to say it's not something that I know a lot about because I'm not in that car show era there. But they're glad to get those, and so they collect those. And then at 7:00, the cars will be judged. And there's a criteria for how they're going to do all of that and what the prizes will be awarded on.
do you have sponsors for those events?
I believe there is, and I don't have that.
Okay, but you
with
do have
me,
a
but
lot of
there's-
sponsors, a lot of people that help.
Yes, and
to fund this.
we're currently working on putting those sponsors together again for this year.
If someone wants to sponsor, they're welcome to do that, right?
They certainly are. They certainly are very welcome to join in and become a sponsor with us. We are extremely thankful for everyone who does sponsor our event annually, and it's a community event that really works out well for everybody.
That's great. And you have a Facebook page.
Yes,
And
we
I
do.
think it's Connellsville Township VFD Fun Fest.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
Yes.
and if someone wanted to contact you, they could message you through that Facebook page.
That's correct, because members of the committee will be monitoring that page, and they'll be able to get the information to the right people.
So if you want to sponsor, get on that Facebook page and send them a message, and they'll tell you how you can send the check.
We'll take cash too.
The cash is, yeah.
Cash, checks, prizes. We're open to anything.
Exactly. So we got anything else on Friday? You said car show and the
Car
other
show,
time?
and our game booths, our food. There'll be a Chinese auction going on, and
More
some
axe throwing.
more axe throwing, and that's the local Connellsville axe throwing company.
That was popular last year. And back to the car show. So our booth is right at the entrance. So we're,
Right.
we're sitting there, and we're here early, and we see some of the cars coming in, and there's all kinds. You
Yes.
have a nice variety.
Yeah, and
All years. And
very impressive group of cars that we usually get.
Yeah.
They really enjoy coming up here because it's a nice area for them to set up. It's nice for them to just kind of hang out together and talk cars.
yeah, and it's fun if you like cars, just walk
Right.
around, check those out.
That's right.
Yeah. And then Saturday. Saturday's your big night.
Saturday's the big night. It's our final night of our Fun Fest, and our event will run that night from 5 to 10 again.
Okay.
Again, everything that was opened earlier in the week will be here, except the car show. That only is for Friday. So we'll have everything opened up again on Saturday night. We have Tim Litvin, who is a country western local talent. He'll be here. He's been with us here in the last couple of years he's played. Always draws a big crowd. So we're very happy to have him back again. And then at 10 o'clock, probably the area's largest fireworks display goes off here, and that's sponsored by our latest auxiliary here in the fire department. They do that every year since we started. And the best place to see it, right here on these grounds at the firehouse. Best place to see those
I would
fireworks
agree.
go off.
And the nice thing is you can come a little early,
Right.
get some food,
Sure.
and then enjoy the fireworks.
Sure. Come as a family, let the kids play some games for a little bit, have some food, enjoy Tim Litvin's music, and then watch the fireworks display,
Right.
and make a night out of it.
Let's talk a little more about the food. That's a big thing. So you have a nice area. The
Right.
folks come in, have it almost set up like a cafeteria.
Right.
You walk up, you order. There's lots of tables and chairs. It's inside, so if it's hot out, you
Sure,
kind of
sure.
undercover in here. Or
Yeah. The way we set up, we set up here in our truck room, and they just come right up and order what they want off of our menu. It's prepared fresh right here in the truck room for everybody, and then, like you said, plenty of seating set up so that everybody can just grab a seat, sit down, and enjoy their dinner.
You call this space the truck room.
Right.
In this truck room, there's a lot of equipment.
Right.
It takes a lot of money to maintain that equipment.
It does. It does. We run 6 pieces of apparatus out of this truck room: 2 engines, a rescue, tanker, brush truck, and a squad. So we're fully loaded for whatever we need. As a matter of fact, some of our guys are just walking in the door, coming back from a call that we were just on.
Okay.
So we are an active fire department, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But it does take a lot to make that happen. It takes a lot to make the tires roll on these trucks and get them out the door.
Keep them rolling.
Exactly. Between maintenance, upkeep, always needing to be on the cutting edge, so to speak, in what's coming down.
And this Fun Fest is a big part of your budget, so
Yes.
it helps to cover those bills.
It does. Fun Fest is one of our probably 3 major fundraising events for the year.
Okay.
And it is a big chunk of what we do here.
Yeah. In addition to the township, you also support outlying areas, municipalities too.
We do mutual aid with the outlying companies if they request our help. Yes.
Yeah, so I know that you could be called into Bullskin, you
Right.
could be called into South Connellsville, wherever you're needed.
Right.
And I think you probably have some unique equipment that maybe some of them don't have too.
There are probably some things that we carry on board that they may not, and vice versa.
Right. And so who has those.
Exactly. New Haven may have something that we need, and same with us going into their territory. So we always, you don't want everybody in your area to be all carrying the same exact things.
Right. You couldn't afford that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if everybody carries a little bit of something different, then through mutual aid, you can help each other out.
Yeah. Now there's a history to this. You've done this for a long time.
Yeah.
I forget what year this is. I thought I had that down, but I don't see that. 18th anniversary, I think.
I
is what
believe we're about that way.
It started in and you started with Geibel. Actually,
Correct.
There was a connection.
It was a
there.
connection. One of our firemen here had a son who was playing football back in the days when Geibel had a football team. And so through their football booster organization and our fire department, we joined teams to put together Fun Fest. It originally started up on their field, and we used our facilities here for parking and shuttled everybody back and forth. We did it together for several years, and then when they decided to go in a different vein, and we took everything down here to our site and just run everything from here. Then
We have a great campus here for it. I mean,
Right.
it's set up well. A big paved area, nice parking lot.
yeah.
so it
And
works out well.
in the last couple of years, we expanded by purchasing some property off the back end of our building here, so we added some additional parking at the back end now.
Yeah, that's great. That makes it nice. So, well, Armstrong is excited to be here Thursday. We're going to have our prize wheel here, so people can stop over, spin the wheel, win some prizes. In addition to watching me get axes thrown at me, that'll be a nice touch.
Let's put in the little caveat right away. We are not throwing axes at Chip.
We're not. I'm
We
just
will
trying
not
to make it
do
interesting. We're going to throw axes away from Chip,
Right.
at the target.
Right. We're not even sure Chip's allowed to handle the axes.
I'm actually I did this once before in Butler, actually.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised how good I was. I actually shot. It reminded me of bowling, kind of. You can kind of like an approach.
Okay.
You just stop and throw, but anyhow, it was fun. I
Okay.
think you should come and check it out and try throwing some axes.
See, the firemen, they don't throw them. We know how to destroy things with
You
an axe,
do,
but
yeah.
we're not going to
That's
take
a
and
good
throw them
point.
away, that's
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. Joe, anything else you want to share about
No,
the
I
event?
just invite everybody to come out. This is, although it's at Connellsville Township Volunteer Fire Department, it's not just a Connellsville Township event. This
Right.
is a community event. Anybody and everyone is welcome to come and share in the 3-day event here. And we hope that everybody comes out.
It's early in the season. People are usually anxious to get out. Nice weather definitely helps.
Yes,
And you've had both. I've been here
Oh,
for
yes.
both. That the nice weather, I know people are anxious to
Mm-hmm.
get out and to enjoy. Schools typically about letting out about that
They
time,
should be
right?
just about done by then, yeah.
Yeah, so that's always-
graduations should be over, I think, and
Yeah.
so we should be able to have a nice clear time for people to come out.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your work. Thank you for the work that the fire department does in the community to keep us all safe. I wish you well with the event.
Thanks, Chip, and we look forward to having you and Armstrong here
We'll be
as
glad
one
to
of our
be here
sponsors.
too. I'm Chip Rowan, and now you're in the know.